Hello everybody and welcome, well I was going to say welcome back to RealmSmalec, but this is the first video on RealmSmalec, isn't it? At least on this channel. RealmSmalec, to give you a intro, because we're going to do an intro video start here before we get into the actual stuff. RealmSmalec is a private, whitelisted Minecraft server created by, you guessed it, RealmSmalec. See, name in the, name it, yeah, okay. For originally patrons, which is how I ended up on here, now friends and prominent map makers. I never noticed the jigs thing was that. So we'll do a tour. So this is the mailroom. Here's me. I'm out conquering realities, you know. There's Ron, etc. Got this thing here. We've got this dog and that dog and yep. Oh wait, I can just follow the new player tour. So let's go out to spawn. Can't get out to spawn from here, can you? We have to go through Chinatown. Here we go. And we'll just kind of jump over. Thank you, Elytra. So this server's been going on for a while now. But I haven't had the time to make videos on here, so I figured now that it's summer, do a few. Alright. Yes, follow the sprout. Okay, so this is spawn. This was originally very bland, but it was upgraded by some great people. We've got the original rules here. And such. We've got the offline directory, which is not for you people, but it is a very useful resource. We've got these nice trees, blossoms, whatever. The symbol of the server is the sprout, if you didn't get that, by the giant sprout. And the sprout, and that's supposed to represent new growth and such. This is the great, I noticed this isn't in the tour, but this forest here is the National Park. If I can find the sign that I put here a long time ago. I figure it's still in here. Probably. I'm hoping. Maybe. No. Doesn't look like it. This is the Great Forest of Old Plotland National Park, I think is what I labeled it. That was for a creative plot build for vignette number 1, which you can check out, as well as, I don't know what he's up to, 3 or something. Sorry, I had to take a drink of lemonade there. By RealmSmalec. So we helped build the original one right here, and then the rest were built kind of in other worlds. So this is the town hall. This is the courtyard. Oh, our map. So this is the big map by farm. Up here we have the palace. Yep. So we've got all the important areas labeled. This is Q Magnet's thing down here. My house isn't technically labeled on here because it's in the middle of the town square, but it's this building right here, this very boring gray spot. Boona Boy's down there, Ron's up there, etc. This is the water park, or soon to be. Chinatown is down here. Oh yeah, so this is the courtyard. It's the town hall. I'm sure we'll end up in there eventually. So this is Chinatown. You saw this at the beginning. So we've got available shops here. This is the Hex Clothing. I don't remember what he called it, but this is run by Falm. It's very fancy. A lot of stuff on this server is just story-based. That's a Hex book. So that's mainly, we're very story-based on here. This is To Die For, which is cute. It's a dye shop, if you didn't get that. Not that we actually have to pay for anything, but it is polite. Paper clips. This is my Helcon Ninja equipment store. So we've got like different pieces of gear, ninja hood, the art of sneaking, vanishing device, got a build your own ninja kit, staff of the flame, etc. So we'll go ahead and do this. So paper clips, copying. This was for a really awesome episode. By the way, if you want to see over 100 episodes of this, I'm just going to keep shouting out Ron. Go over to his channel. It's in the description, of course. But in one awesome episode, he, maybe it was a two-parter episode, he used that. No spoilers, but it was amazing. Mysterium, books and such, and these all have fancy stuff. So, Mysterium Clerk, reading. Old, do handle them carefully, blah, blah, blah. This is one of our traditional NPCs. There's another NPC. So, we've got a lot of NPCs everywhere. We all have kind of our own variety, as you saw FOMs, or like armor stands from the Hex Institute. This is the coffin shop. Mine are Oscuros, which is the dark ones. This is Boona Boy's Savannah thing. So Boona Boys are these grass people. He's very in-depth in one of his own storylines. This is Ron's fabric thing, which is where you can head all the way back here and choose your team. This is my team. But we've also got the melons, the pumpkins, the red riders, the realmians, the green riders, the mushrooms. These guys had their own big storyline. These guys had their own big storyline. These guys had a failed storyline, which it'll come back one day. Obviously, the realmians is everyone, and these guys we don't know much about, as far as I know. But we might. I just haven't paid good enough attention. Like I said, I've been busy. So this is Bob's Bobbers Bait and Tackle, which I haven't actually been in, but this is Bob. He spent a long time building his shop. Alright. We've got Locksmith, which is another part of that awesome two-part episode that I talked about on Ron's channel. This is Hex Pizza, which is actually really awesome looking. I mean, look at this. So this is another Falm thing. As you can see, we've got the Hex Worker in his uniform. Doop. Thungun's Chinatown construction thing. Does that actually say China? Yep. Good. So Thungun is another person on the server. He's got a construction cutter. This is the super subway. Or tunnel of love, I guess we're calling it. So this goes to a whole bunch of places that are farther away. Use boats to travel, not. Public mine is down here. Yep. This is Waflonian Industries. You can buy chicken here. It's basically what I use it for. As you can see, I eat chicken mainly. I don't believe in using villager slave labor, which we'll get to eventually. This is a tavern that used to be a giant piano, but that's since been removed. The mail room, yep, I showed you guys that. And I have no idea what this is, but it's there. It's been there for a while, as far as I know. Actually, I think it was originally down here and it was moved, but... Alright, up. This is the town square. So as you can see, we've got the Q-magnet face on that clock that hasn't been removed yet. Cake celebrating Kavalta's birthday. Nether portal, which we will get to the Nether hub eventually, probably. This round statue, which was originally right here. And this was the first major thing built on the server, I think. This and my house, I think, were the first things built. So me and Jig put this together. It's changed outfits quite a few times, but and it also had its head chopped off once. And stolen by, I think it was the melons. But yes, this is a major part of the server history. Over here we have Boona Boy guys. Anyone with the yellow hat is Boona owned. This is my house. this is a huge, well, not huge, this is a part of the beginning of the server. These are my 3 horses. So this house was originally surrounded by forest, and as you can see, it's not anymore. But I like to think that this house marked where the town is going to be. I believe we called it Monument Village because of that thing. It's not really a village anymore. And no one calls it Monument Village except me, because my address on my mailbox is 001 Monument Lane, Monument Village, even though it's not on the lane anymore. It's because the statue is like here. There's a road here, and my house was off anyway. But yeah, this kind of marked the start of the town, so I'm very proud of that. This is Halcon Dojo. These are my guys, by the way, my little NPCs. They're just kind of, this guy was cleaning up after some of my other NPCs left to go to Star, or through the Star, to 312C, which is from Out of This Realm, which is another series, blah, 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 RealmSmalec, you get the idea. And so yeah, I'm working on improvements to this dojo, which we'll get to in a bit. That's the main point of this. Episode 1. Or 0.5, I suppose. This is a cactus farm. This is a gourd garage or melon marquee, which is pumpkins and melons. This is Q Magnet, who was, yeah, he was a mystery guest on the server for a while, so that's why he has a statue there. The Raid and Trade is a villager thing. It's incredible. They've got a trade for everything with like the cheapest price you can get. Infinity. Oh, there it is. So 6 emeralds for infinity. It's insane. I don't really use it that much because I'm pretty happy with my tools. I don't have to be an overachiever and have perfect stuff on everything. I've just got my nice boots, my decent helmet. I don't put mending on these because, you know. And then I've just got this stuff. This I buy from the villagers. It's the only one of my items that I think I've bought from them. I did buy enchanted books for my boots, though. And I think the infinity on this bow, because this is Mark II. No, it doesn't say that. This is a zippy farm, so you just stand there and it bone meals whatever you plant. This is a villager farm. Now, you could eat food from this, but then you're just approving of these terrible working conditions. Let's just look at this. I mean, look. Isn't this horrible? Just keep them locked up, and then this guy's forced to farm for... That's terrible. I don't approve of slave labor. Of any species. This is a new business coming soon. That's been coming soon for longer than my quest has been waited for. Let's continue our tour, try and cover all the things. This is an ice cream truck. It was originally back there, but it was moved. This is a thing. It's a giant mushroom. This is the library. I built this. I don't take very good care of it, but we've got newest editions. We've got Librarian Sam, who I never name tagged because I put him there before name tags. Something there for some reason. A globe, which someone else added. Some bookshelves and such. And then we've just got books in every category. So these are fiction from an old contest. This is news and riddles. Writer's block donated by Cavolta. The enchantment table. But I mean, you can get anything. We've got this cool news put together by Mr. Scalen, who's another member of the server. This is an old one, obviously, but you can see she puts a lot of work into it, and I mean, it's fantastic. Everything on the server is fantastic, except for, you know, the way that I design my buildings as giant rectangles, but that's okay. This is Boona Boy's thing. I won't invade his privacy, but it is pretty awesome. Thungun's one-stop tree shop. This was another original thing on the server. And, I mean, it's more here for historical purposes at this point. This is the sheep farm. This is pretty old as well, but it actually has a purpose. Unlike, my house or Thungun's tree shop. It's pretty great. I mean, you got all the wool that you need. Just shear them if there's not enough for you. This is a weird alien tree. This is Ron's chest house, which he lives in the... I think that's considered the attic, but like in a tower. That's a Boona Boy thing over there. He's got a glass garden back there. We'll get to the museum in a second. This is the meeting hall, which Box mainly built. Kalen helped out, and I just kind of, provided materials once in a while. But it is pretty cool. There was a table here until, Ron tore it down, replaced it with something else, and then tore that down. So now there's just holes in there, but, we've got a bulldozer here. Zombies ate my... Oh, there used to be a pool here, yeah. So the pool is no longer here. It was probably moved to the water park, which, yeah, there was a wave pool at the water park, so probably moved there. That is Felonius' tower. That's very old. Not quite as old as my house, but I think it was a day or two after that was built, or at least the original part was built. It's been added and added. That is not part of the tower. Oh, excuse me. But, that's, Shady Steve's trailer thing. As you can see, Boona's been expanding his thing, his giant castle. This is supposed to be Star Wars, by the way, which I didn't get at first. This is R2, C-3PO, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, Yoda, Clone Trooper. To be honest, I had no idea what this was until he built Yoda, but it's okay. That is a map station. So these are all over. I showed you the big map before, and this is coordinate DO6 on that big map. And if we look around, we should be able to see another station. They're all pretty close to each other. I don't know where it is, where the closest one is. Anyway, they're everywhere. I'm sure we'll see another one on this tour. That over there is the museum. Boop. So the museum is, well, I mean, you can probably guess. It's a museum. Look at that really awesome sprout. And in here, people are adding their exhibits, as chosen by Ron. If you want to see the meaning behind these first exhibits, you can watch Ron's video. You can see all of the stories and stuff. Down here we've got Cavalta's different history. But yeah, if you want to see the full explanation of these exhibits while they're being built and the backstories of the people, you can go ahead and check out Ron's videos. So here's RealmSmalec. Create a carrot. Or it's the lag carrot or whatever, right? Crash carrot. There we go. So this is the story of RealmSmalec. Late December 2015. So yeah, a couple months now. And we'll move on. This is Wafflonian Industries, which is slowly being finished. Many waffles have died constructing this. That's unlikely waffle. But he falls to his death every, 30 seconds while building that thing. Over there we have the sheriff station, which houses Alberal, our resident creative person. So that's the sheriff station. This is RID, which is the Realm Intelligence Division, or Department, whatever it is. These are the lights that have been last chance sailed forever. This is the amphitheater for shows and stuff. RealmSmalec was the fashion show that I was going to hold until I didn't. But you can see that these guys are still trying to build. We've got a Hawk Films cheap camera replica, which is a play on vanilla films, which is where I stole that camera design. Oh, we made it back to the tour. So this up here is the actual town hall. This is the message announcement board kind of thing. What is this? I haven't actually read this. With only one person sleeping. Oh, okay, yeah. Yep. This never got torn down. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. Yep, good. So you can see there hasn't been any major announcements needed recently. In the town hall, we've got an available space. Very exciting. This is the newsroom. Yep. This is where you can answer riddles. Riddle number 22. Crawl on the earth and rise on a pillar. What am I? Answer shadow. Someone put it in there, apparently. I don't think you're supposed to answer in there, but who knows. The courtyard's out there, which we saw. Down here, we have vanilla films. Which is... You can... Oh. I'm filming... and then we've got the non-transcriptors, which is the... like, opposite. So you can see it's black, yellow, blue, orange, etc. I don't remember who built that. I think it was Kaylin. I'm going to feel bad if I got that wrong. Beaterade. And then in here we've got the jobs kickstart, which I don't think we have any. Erect more lampposts. I think it's the only one going at the moment. And then finish things. Yep. Available space. Alright. Heading out here. That's the horses below us making noise. Getting a little bit of lag, but that's... I don't know why that is. Let me just check something. Nope. Should be alright. Alright. Have I covered... Alright, so... There's stuff that... Well, okay. Way over here. So this is Box's fishing shack. Way over there is Box's barn and Kaylin's house, which I will cut to in just a moment. Alright, and midway on my trip, I realized I forgot to show off border control. So here it is. These are all the immigrants and emigrants. These are Boona guys, obviously. So Boona built this entire giant thing. Boona Boy. And he's got this huge storyline going on. And I had a storyline going on. And it was going to be awesome. And they were going to cross. And then I fell down on my job. But he's still got this awesome storyline and puzzles and stuff that people have been going through. We've had quite a few quests, actually. It's part of what makes this server awesome is the storylines and such. But yeah, it's pretty fantastic. We had the Pumpkin Melon War with NPCs, and you know, and it's pretty great. This is our message board, by the way. I never showed this off. Obviously, it needs updating, but you know. So this is Box. He's got this cool house. I just look in there. He's got a couple different banners up on the walls, and some important items which you can kind of look at. So we've got the Dakota Ring, the Riddle Prize, Hot Potato Loser, Border Control Medal, RD Master Key, CTF Winner, the Golden Valentine, the Maze Stone, and the Slabby. He's also got these awesome... Oh, this is Mr. Dirt. Mr. Dirt is from a Minecraft map that he played, I believe. And he's got some scarecrows in this giant field. His barn, it's in here. I think I have something in here that I need to tear off. Yep. You know, quests that never get completed. We'll leave behind this paper. I guess. We don't need it. I just want to clean up after myself whenever I find something that I didn't clean up. So he's got this cool barn. I figured I should show it off. And we'll be back when we get to Kaylin's. Alright, so this is Kaylin's house. This is a giant Kaylin statue. This is her house. That's her second house because she has to have two for some reason. As you can see, she's much better at interior decorating than I am, ever. And just traditional building. But we won't explore the whole thing, but yeah, very modern-y. You can see that I did a nice circle, so I went to box, and then around to Kaylin. And then we can go back this way and come out behind Felonious' tower. And then we will get to the actual point of this episode. Because this elongated tour, look, see, 2 map stations. There we go. I'm not insane. Mostly. But yes, the main, there's another one. See? I know what I'm doing. Not really, but I at least know that map stations exist. Oh, I didn't show off CDF's thing. I'm easily distracted. Also, this was the Mini Shack Awards. This is Jigga's mom's Tiny Shack. Wait, Boy's even tinier shack. RealmSmalec's teeny tiny shack. There you go. Puna Boy's Ant-Man Shack. Then got the International Shack of Pancakes. And then there was like 6 that were like, you can't see them. And then this is the only one that's left. Techno's Nano Shack. Yeah, microscope. This is CDF Entertainment. He's forerunning the amusement park, which is where the water park and all this other stuff is. Oh, and this is the, wow, I missed quite a bit of stuff actually. This is the records. So if you want a record, grab one. It's polite to return them and such though. Bongo cars. This actually had a tragic accident where the roof was burned down, but it was repaired mostly. And it was originally mine carts, but now it's boats because everyone likes boats. Subway entrance, and this is the enchantment shop that I missed. Or not enchantment shop, but the enchantments. So this is built by Kaylin, so you can see the giant book. Alright, so we'll go into my house, just real quick. So this is my house. It's missing a piece of carpet for no reason whatsoever. As you can see, I'm very organized. This is all from the end. And then we've got this stuff, which, there we go. Alright, and then down here, we have my basement. Another random banner. There's a couple up there. The white banners represent my quest line, which will, it'll get finished eventually, if I keep saying that. We got all these chests. These are items that I've kind of collected while I've been on the server. So, if any of them are ever needed for the museum, they are available. Stuff from original quests, stuff that have been donated to me, from armor that I gave to Ron after accidentally blowing up his stuff and me, and yeah, that was a funny time. A little thing from the Dojo, the original book. This is one of my most famous items. This was supposed to be a temporary survival world, and obviously it wasn't. But yeah, we got the hockey puck from the Dojo, some of the original Dragon's Breath from the first Dragon's fight, the first stuff from the first stronghold found in the end, a shard from the first water temple conquered. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. A stamp of approval for my gourds. Stuff from the Valentine's. Yeah, there's a lot. I have more somewhere. I don't know where it is. Anyway, back entrance into the dojo, which you just saw the basement first, but this is the dojo. Now, originally this was the entrance. It still kind of is. And then originally, I would list a challenge right there with a difficulty rating. You'd go down here, and this would be the challenge. Now, I've changed it, and I've made this a construction project. And the main point of me filming this is, you can see in the Hall of Champions, which still needs work, but it's dedicated to all those who fight for their own destiny. Got a stats board there. We've got everyone's banner, or at least everyone that gave me a banner throughout the time that the dojo's been running, to use for the chosen champ, which is my thing, where after everyone's completed the challenge that the dojo sets in front of them, one of them is randomly chosen. And so from now on, I'll be keeping track of how many challenges you complete in a spreadsheet. So whoever's completed the most, I'm starting at 0, so no win so far, and who's gotten the most chosen champ rewards. But I've got everyone's banner here. You can see there's an item frame behind it, and I want people, or as many people as possible, to kind of write, I guess, a biography or some kind of a thing to put behind this. So it doesn't have to be a biography, but something for your I guess, fans to know, or your banner to represent. Like, you could be as simple as FOM, and then he could just say director at the Hex Institute, and professional parkour math. I don't know. Anyway, I thought it'd be interesting to have something here for everyone. So if you wanna write a book and bring it down here and plop it in the item frame, or give it to me, that'd be cool. There's more to come in here. We've got the ladder tournament coming soon, so there will be a not like ladder parkour tournament, just to clear that up. This was originally where the end chest was for every challenge, and now it's obviously gone. But so you can see it was a pretty small area that I used. We can actually go out here, and I've torn down the remnants of most of the old challenges, but still got a bit of maze here. And if we go this way, we light this up, we can come out over here, and this wing here is where the archery challenge used to be, or part of the archery challenge. I don't think we can get around this very easily. There we go. But I mean, this was a pretty sizable area that I had pre-mined out already. As you can see, it's kind of a more wide area than anything. But yeah, I was very proud of my challenges. They were originally daily, then weekly, then bi-weekly, then weekly, and then they died. But you know, they're coming back, nice and strong. This room I haven't actually picked a purpose for yet. Oh, I didn't show what these are. So this is the current challenge. It's going to be down a ladder here, and the previous challenge will be down a ladder here, and then I'll just swap these signs back and forth, so people can see if they missed a challenge, they can go back and do it, not for a award or anything, but for fun. Gotta love lemonade. This will be the parkour hall. So I'll have a giant hall down here, and then rooms coming off the sides with the different types of parkour. I'll probably pick like 6 types. Speed parkour, ladder parkour, basic parkour, etc. Just in case people want like parkour to do for no reason whatsoever. I'll probably put something in this room. So you can see I was going to have an information board, probably like right there. This room, I still don't know what to do with this room. I said that before, but I don't know if I'll just get rid of it entirely, or who knows. Anyway, I just wanted to show that off, ask the members of the server. Also, if you don't have a banner that was given to me, because I've removed the chest here now, there used to be a chest full of banners. Obviously, it's gone now, so I must have picked up every banner. So if I didn't get yours, or you never gave me one, I do need it if you want it down here. Which, if you don't, I mean, that's up to you, I suppose. If you need a banner, you can go to Bruce's Banner Shop. It's over there. I didn't show it off on my little tour, but if you're on the server, you'll know where that is. And, yeah. Thanks so much for watching. And I will see you all the next time that I record a video. Which will be somewhat soon. I don't know, actually. Anyway, see y'all next time. Bye.